Hello everyone, welcome to Spring Falls. It's a puzzle game that I picked up in May, I believe, according to my Steam history. And I played through like 50 levels of it. It's an enjoyable puzzle game. Um, I kind of got stuck for a while, so anyway, I say this to tell you that I've like solved all of these puzzles, but also it was like 4 months ago, so I've forgotten the exact solutions. I just sort of remember the mechanics. It's kind of trying to be a like meditative, relaxing sounding nature puzzle game, and the mechanics are very simple. Well, the mechanics are relatively simple, but they have complicated. What is the word I'm trying to think of? Conclusions, results, effects. I don't know. So the idea is, I mean, right now it's teaching me. This is pretty much the only way you can interact with the game. Is to, like, drag bits down, and then the water level falls, and all the areas below it get filled by water. And like, there's never any words teaching you how to play. You just like do stuff. And so the idea is basically all of these blue things indicate places where, if where you can erode away a tile, making it lower, which basically is anywhere that's adjacent to water. So as far as I can understand, the idea of this game is like, or the theme anyway, is like, imagine, let's say you waited 1,000 years. Like, this would be possible. Maybe that could happen, and then there'd be no water left. That would be a bummer. But this is another thing that could erode away first. And so the goal of each level is to make all of the flowers grow. And to make a flower grow, well, I don't know. Kind of one of the interesting things about this game was that it doesn't tell you any of the rules, and so at the beginning you like, there's no one telling you what I'm saying now, like, oh, you got to make the flowers grow. It's like you did these two things and like you won, but like it took me a while to figure out what exactly the rules were that caused winning. Basically there's like these kind of, I'm not sure if that's, it's like a, it's the color of like dead grass or something. It's brownish, greenish, orange or whatever. And it basically sits there inactive until water touches it, and then it sprouts. And all tiles adjacent to water gain like green grass on them that can spread from this thing. So it's spread through here, right? And the flower grows when it has access to water as well. We want to get, like, we kind of want to get this bit to here, right? We can do this, and now the flower has access to water, but there's no, like, seed for it to grow or whatever this is. We can kind of do this. It doesn't make any difference. I don't know why they let me, but sure. So if we pull this down, the water will rush over here, making this green come alive. All of these spaces will have access to water, so it'll spread over to there. And so that's kind of the theme, or the only mechanic that the early levels have, is like using water to get the grass to move to the flower. The later levels definitely introduce more kind of mechanics, but there's actually a fair amount to explore just in what we have now. Like, here's something we haven't seen before, I think. If I pull this down, like, where exactly does the water go? Previously, every time we pulled down water, it only has one square to go into, and now there's like 3. And the answer is it goes into all of them and continues spreading, basically, until it finds somewhere low enough to hold it. And so we can now pull this back down. Wait a minute. Where did the, Oh, I forgot that, yeah. This is important. This whole area was green, which I had forgotten about as soon as I pulled that down. So when I pull it down, it keeps the property that it like had plants on it, but it no longer has access to water, so it withers. So you have to go back to get it more access to water, and it can spread around. So in this case, yeah, you can't just carve a path straight from here to here, because anything that goes through here will like kind of fall off the end of the world. There's no way to carve a tunnel all the way through. So I think we have to like spread grass from one side to the other, and then use water to spread it the rest of the way. I'm not sure of the details, but it seems plausible. Is that right? Did I make a mistake there? That seems... I don't know, let's do this and... Ah! Right! Because it doesn't have to be the same water. This was grass and had access to water, and this was grass and had access to water, so it spread across. Even though the two waters don't touch. That's what they're teaching us on this level. So like many good puzzle games, this game is kind of about learning mechanics as you go. Not all of them, I guess. You know, Minesweeper. There's lots of games that you know all the mechanics, and it's just about mastering them. This game, you know, it's some of both, which is fine. So what's going on here? Is this going to teach me about how high I can reach? Yes. If I do that, I can't... The only thing I can do is let the water out, which is no good, right? Because although we're adjacent to this water, it's just so high up. So what I believe we're meant to do is... this? Okay. That didn't seem great. What am I missing here? I solved this puzzle before, but as I said, I don't remember the rules. I can't reach up there. And I don't think this opening move is any better, is it? Oh, of course it is. So wait a minute. If I did this... Oh, I was fine. Oh, in fact, I have to do the middle one. Right, because if you do this, you can get the plant lit up, but there's no water, and if you do this, the water all falls out. No. So what you have to do is let water into both sides at once, and that doesn't get the green, the grass over to the flower, but you can do this, and now it spreads all the way along the edge. Got it. Well, we probably better start by lighting up this plant. And then... go over here? Yeah, that seems good. Okay, this time we start with actual green grass. I don't really see any starting move except either of these, and I think they're equivalent. Ah, they're not equivalent. Because they'll spread plant either to here or to here. Watch, if we do this to let the water in, we can never make use of these green spaces again. But when we do this, we get green over here, which we can now lower. And again, this would be the wrong way to do it, because we can't get it over there. Instead, we have to do it this way. And this is the first time they teach us, hey, there could be multiple flowers. It seems pretty clear we want to go this way, right? Like, this lets water into both of these places, which almost can't be worse than letting it into just one of them. There are later levels where there are places where you don't want water, but so far, I think we're pretty much always happy to have water. And we could do this, but that will ungrow this flower. It makes a very sad little noise. So instead, we should let the water in this way, and it gets to both of these little pools. Very simple. I don't know. I like this game's kind of quiet theme, meditative approach. Now this is interesting. You could say, well, why not just do this? You know, but the answer is we want to have access to two different pools of water that we can release at different times. One over into this side and one into this side, I think. If we let it... Yes. Because there's no way to let it into both areas at once. If we go like this, we either let it in here or in here, and that's no good. So we have to let it into one and then the other. Does the order matter? Ah, I see. It does. What? It doesn't matter. Okay. I believe we can either do this, and then, wait. Does this work? If I do this, aren't I... I'm fine. I was imagining I'd have to somehow like let it into 2 places at once on top, but alright, that was just put it into the 2 separate areas. Fine. This looks like a good starting move because it gets us to the green. Is it actually good? I have undo, so I could just try it, but it's kind of nice to be able to think it through. That would get plant to like here. Then I could do this and water this plant. But at some point, I'll have to let water down in here, won't I? How am I going to keep this guy having access to water? After lowering this. I guess the answer is don't lower that? Okay. Well, how do I accomplish that? I give up. Let's just push that button and see what happens. And I can do this, obviously. Ah, right. I'm not, well... I was thinking I should do this. But I can't actually get access to this plant that way, which is what I wanted. Right? Like, there goes all the water. There we go. You have to do this first, and then go down here. And now there's this pool to keep this area still supplied with water. Hello? Where's my next button? Oh, I haven't done this yet. Oh, we're now learning about dirt. How exciting. So without dirt, this level would be impossible. Because there's no way to get this green stuff up a level. We've so far been just going down. And we have to get green from here to here somehow. And that's what dirt is all about. Dirt accepts green stuff just like rock does. But when it receives water, it gets taller. So I can do this, and the whole area will get green? Yeah. And so now we have to use this dirt to transfer the water up there, which seems straightforward enough. There's almost nothing we could do except this, right? Ah, I see. It's teaching me that it only goes up when it's green. So dirt that accepts water does not go up. So we have to do that. Okay. So... well, we don't just want to let this down. That just throws away the water to no purpose. Wait a minute, what happened there? Something weird happened. It spread back from this. Ah, this got over full. That's a mechanic that you don't actually use for a long time, and so I never noticed it before. But yeah, if you put water into an area that already has a bunch of water, it sometimes like re-spills, which doesn't seem useful on any levels we have yet, but it can be in the future. I solved, I think, 47 levels of this. Level 48 was the one I was stuck on. I have no idea what level we're on now. So it seems like I should let water down. And there seem to be like 3 roughly... well, okay, I guess I shouldn't, right? Because we proved that doesn't work. Yeah, all 3 of them will just throw this water away, which doesn't seem useful. So instead, we should probably build over to here, right? Now that goes up. Ah, and now there's a space here for another pool, which will spread the green to the plant once I lower this. And is this teaching me that I can lower dirt if I want? Yeah, it is. And it re-goes up. Re-raises? I don't know. Rises? So that's the kind of thing where, like, overflowing some water to make it spill out twice might be useful for something like that, I think. I don't remember for sure. Okay, so we have to get into this area and raise this, and then still have it have access to water, which I think has to come from here. So we have to get the water down into this area from here, and this is the only way to do that. Why do I need dirt right now? This is weird. Okay, this is obviously the only possible first move. And this is the only possible second move. And this is the only possible next move, because anything else so far would have thrown water off the cliff, right? We don't want to do this. We just lose water forever, so... Ooh! Hang on. What? Ah, right. So if we were to just lower this by 1, that would be fine. Then we could lower it again. I see. So what this is teaching me is two things. First, normally, if there's rock that's 2 steps taller than your water, you can't erode it, like this stuff up here. But if it's dirt, then you can, and furthermore, it goes down by 2 steps, not just 1. Okay, back to like its original pre-inflating height. None of the moves back here are at all profitable. They either merge 2 pools, which is a useless operation, or throw water away, also useless, so we must start here. This goes up. That goes up. I think I have to lower this to get water into here. And we've lost water here, but we can now refill. Yeah. So the interesting mechanic in this one was that if you lower dirt and then it gets inflated again, it rises back up by 1. Interesting. So it started like this was its pre-inflation. No, its pre-inflation height like technically doesn't exist because we were never. It was before we got here, but it would have been here, right? It could only raise by 1, and so it was like it was down in between here and here. So we have to lower it by 2, and if it gets reinflated again, it goes up by only 1. That's interesting. So we lowered its base by 1, but it still goes okay. Whatever. Where to? First of all, if I do this, can I like touch? Does that do anything to the dirt? No. Okay. Does it matter which source of water I use first? I mean, this area down here is like screaming of importance. I just don't see how yet. Like, we do this, say, and then we lower this. I guess the point is it's a low place from which you can dig back here to carry over the... So it does matter which we do first, because we were only supposed to do one of them. We needed this dirt to spring up to here to bring the green back up. Okay. Seems like we should lower this, right? Get access to this green and it'll pop back up here and then we can... something? Yeah. Now we let water in. And then? It's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Because anything I lower, the water will just go spilling off the edge of the world. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. What else am I supposed to do? Huh. Okay, so I let this... Okay, So something like this is just useless, right? Yeah, we're dead now. I don't think this is any good either. Oh! I see, yes. When I lower this, it's going to let me get water into this area again. But why is that important? This is not accomplishing anything. Right? Yeah, I still, like, if I go over here, I fall off the edge of the world. Oops. Well, restart level is fine. Okay, so, I have to lower this first. So that there's this green area. So that there's a path for the green to go along here. Now, I can't lower this. What the hell? Do I have the order wrong here? I must. So this... But now I can't lower this anymore, can I? Ah, I can once I let this go. Got it. This is what I have to do. Don't bring the water around to the plant, which wouldn't even help because there's no green. You have to do this to let the green kind of spread to here, and then you can spread water back there as well. Shit, I can't. Ah! What is wrong with me? So I can do this, right? Doesn't seem that useful, but maybe it is somehow. I don't think so. Because I'm never going to be able to lower this again. So what if I go this way? That's just worse, right? Now I can't do anything without just losing all my water forever. This is a no-op. This seems bad. This ends the game. This is bad. Oh, maybe it's not? There's green here. Am I meant to do something with that? Like, if I do this, nothing good happens, right? Yeah. But okay, the fact that there's green there seems somewhat important somehow. Yeah, because now I can let water in here. And... what? We've done this much a million times, haven't we? What am I supposed to do next? If I lower any of these, the water just goes off the edge. Is that good? We've looked at this already, haven't we? No, apparently not, because it was right. Okay, sure. Is there like a button for skip to next level? There is. How nice. There's no water this time. I've been cheated. It's raining! Okay, so we're learning a new mechanic. We're learning about rain. So basically, every deep place always has water in it on a rain level. So I can just do this. Or every place water could go always has water. So it seems like I should do this. That fills this up, and now the water goes in there, and it's lovely. Okay, let's spread this or something. Raise this up, I don't know why, but it's a possible thing to do. There we go. That wasn't useful, was it? Well, I don't know. I guess I can just go all the way around. No, I can't. I'm pretty sure I have to do this first. And I have to do something with these, and I don't totally understand what the difference is between them. I guess the difference is it gives me... Well, this is just junk. This sucks. Ah! Clicked outside the window. So that goes in, and if I lower this first? Nothing good, right? See, this area can't hold water at all, so it doesn't get filled by rain. Ah, there we go. Get it around the back. So what was interesting about this? Why did rain matter here? Because we created water here. Oh, I did this wrong, didn't I? I've already forgotten the solution. Oh, no, that was right. That was right, I think. Why can I still lower this? Because it's next to the water that created it. I see. Or because it's higher than normal, but it's dirt. We learned that dirt can be lowered from a bit higher than usual. Oh, there's 3 flowers and it's raining. And unlike when it's not raining, you usually want to work at the higher... Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. But often you want to work at kind of higher levels. Well, no, I take that back. This analysis was invalid. It's just, I don't know whether to start high or low here, but that was always true. We have 2 sources of greenness. We have 2 dirt. I could, like, lower this, and that would get green here. No. I have to do this first. But I believe by doing this I've ruined my life, because there's no way to get to this dirt anymore. I could, like, you know, do this, but that's not very productive, I don't think. So... I think we want to do something like this first. That takes care of the upper one. No? There's no water there. I have to also... I have to get this to raise to fill this one. Okay. Which I can do like this. Very simple. And now I have to leave these 2 alone, or this will get unwatered. And then I have to deal with this stuff. Lowering this is all that would be needed to give this guy a bunch of water, right? I think? Yeah. And what about here? Lower this? Yeah. Simple. So you have to get the green up to here via, I suppose, dirt. So, like, let's lower this and then let it raise itself. And that recreates the water we needed. Oh no, it's waterlogged. I believe we just lower this? Nope. Oh, that's funny. It just will let me do this indefinitely. So I think we just need to let the water out a little bit more aggressively, perhaps. Nope. Ah, yes. Now I can lower this, and it won't go back because there's no place for the water to pool. Got it. All right, let's do one more this episode. It's not raining anymore. Okay, so we just have to get this green down here, and there's a bunch of water. How hard could it be? This seems useful. Well, does it? It puts water into both of these spaces, but there's already water there. Maybe this is... Well, no, this sucks because the water all falls off the edge. So what of this? That seems better because unlike this, which combines our 3 pools into one, this combines the top and left pool but leaves the right one available for later. But I'm never going to have access to green again if I do this, so I guess I better do it this way, huh? Ah, I see. The point is that I have to make sure that the green space I'm lowering is in contact with where I want to keep going. So we're going to have to go just down the middle, I guess. Oops, that was fine. It was fine. Okay, so that was fun. I'll definitely do another episode or two of this. As you can tell, I clearly don't remember the puzzles, and it's fun. I hope you guys are enjoying. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.